Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
Brother Kendall, how do you solar lampol make this look? I can't manila for a solar enterprise. For the Mumble and Yimbanko can get them to it.
Sumanu Baro, Gunjurunko. Ikonga faleko namu badabanda ilabla sola la enye Gambia bino Gambia sola enter na sola enterprise sola nimbati kendo kurao de dasala aboro sinenamo kaji sena odila Gambia sola enter na sola enter na sola enterprise jaliwo Sola kende soto, yeah. Jali man fofena. Oh, sola kende soto. Sola enterprise, na enterprise. Sumanu baro, kunjurunko.
Yeah, Kutubung Daala dimbali bela baludula. Aye, Kutubung Daala dimbali bela baludula. Dimbal la domoro akata Kutubung Daala. Adi Kutubung Daala nali ame kanyela wala Kutubung Daala wala ka kanyela wala bambandi kantum kanyela na kono manfa ka bambang. Yeah, Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balodula. Aye, Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balu. Kae ni beta biro kela, ba kela Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balu. Akai ni beta biro kela, iba kela Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balu dula. Balu sonan diadula. Wala mu Kutubung Daala ti nin Kutubung Daala kolle be wala biyo dimbali bela balo Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balo ila Kutubung Daala cosandol din ada kol be ka ca wala to Kutubung Daala
assalamu alaikum baɗigol ngali konton kale bismillahi momoɓe kerfaɗo juuɓe kanjin tembenna ngal tentu kale jay bake biɗum tamatanale ne natale fo Badibou Saba jammudu laltimi alon ko alonta bakele toman nuku Gambia banko kan jang bari bi nata Badibou Saba pour que Kutubung Daala kale jang Kutubung Daala kanale dimanche o dimanche andon te buba gaji go bimbe siring lamin fati to Allah jang bi nata saban ko la gadi no to mi alon ko to bota bake ando ka kumande Phanmaggi akam tele ko Phanmaggi gadi no andum Phanmaggi Kafoo le nyin gadi no lo Saba kono jang akam tele ko nin tuwabol mi alon ko bota fo jamani banko kan itolle blodu nyola tuwabol mi alon ko ke kumande engineers without borders andum wolle jio fango dila nyin gadi no woto ni molu sate molbe kacalale jambi nyin gadi no to ngajibe bari nga nyin sate o lonne ko ciosani sate olem abe kala programme le timi alon ko abe kala programme dima bati mbalon nale nyin Kafoo nata nyaadi le gadino nata nyaadi le bari nin tuwa bol fana ye bulodun nyobulu nyaadi le mbe nyinin kala le ila kolu mial ila dugo kolu mialon ko ka wole ke jam bari tuwa bol fana ila planol mum muneti e saban ko le mialon ko bodanan fo jaman banko kan alnal badi malem te buba gajigo anina cameraman Charles Elvis Ngom alin no makono to ngajibe mbe mune soto la bi Badibou Saba kono
kunda Phanmaggi mo de nde alaji sisen dala ka diamali na sembende alala kitiyel mbali kontonna mbali tendula mbali jayda mbe karfarin alma bal ndol muddo ba kumun lati wolen dunyin nakko konni fewol bela pour nten sembe tanola alsim makoy men sinda balu nya fisan wala mun nakko modi jama molu Yamu wasalam.
Obe konton nambe mobe bismillah.
He's saying that he's saying greeting to everybody.
Be luntaul bismillah men bota Fatou Kerr Fatou network.
He's welcoming everybody here and especially the journalists from Kerr Fatou.
Be na EWB luntaul fanan konton na.
And the people from EWB, special greetings to you guys.
Be the kabila tuning kabila dengul ni Phanmaggi dengul be konton na gadino kono ja.
And is extending the greeting to the head of the Kabilo and also every member that belongs to the Kabilo.
Na forestry representative fanambe ja me alongo luolu na bulobe nyokono na wulo topoto nya mba fanan konton na muso fanambe sirinja.
Special greetings to the person from forestry department who is working with them hand and glove at every time. Anytime they need them, they are always around.
Na diamote warala baka te siala nyin kamala ko nga lundawn lesoto membina kaje ntol ninna tubab lundawn be menna aning mbe muna kola nyin nako kono jang aning kan nyin nako kola Phanmaggi kamundo ku sifalelke mbe nawlu fanangi tandila jama belale.
And he said he's not going to talk much, but he wanted to be precise and explain to everybody why we are doing this gathering, and also so that the journalists who came from Kerr Fatou, they can figure it out so everybody can see here and around the world.
Bari diamo dati Phanmaggi mu yirwa kafuleti membe sisekunda kabilo kono jang Saba sate okono.
He said Phanmaggi is a development society that resides in Saba village here.
Register tale ada sanji muwani lulu sile nyim Phanmaggi be dokuola.
It has been registered like 20 years ago and is still functioning.
Phanmaggi ka menike motabe senka nola bari Phanmaggi lafta yirwa sabatrin dongola londila sisakunda kabilo kono.
all the projects or all the development Phanmaggi is embarking on, they cannot enumerate everything. But everybody around this village know what Phanmaggi is doing.
Phanmaggi be naka doku wala purkaje kamol la balunya sabatindi anin ka musol la fanka ya fanang yiruwandi.
One of the development project Phanmaggi is doing is gardening. And that the aim and objective of that project is to develop the people of in this Kabilo, especially the ladies.
Phanmaggi bulo be forestry fanan kono pour kan dandangol yirwandi kan dandangol senandi kan dandangol yirwandi yirolla ane yiri sifal dol men yalon ko nana kanuk soto jambar sang inukunta nanyum tundolal.
Another project that Phanmaggi is embarking on is forestry, and they are doing that to make sure that the environment, our environment is developed, and also to make sure that the trees that were lost, to bring those trees back.
Phanmaggi ka kata fanang pour ka banko yiruwandi ka banko nyanto sabatindi nyin kamala kon dunta compost kembato na bula feon la keno totalu nke kafunyo ke jamba no de ne jana jube wala be jetenbe.
Phanmaggi is also embarking on this manure production, and we are doing that so that we can make the soil fertile. So they are gathering or collecting all the animal dungs and put them together to make their own manure instead of buying from outside. So if they can produce their own, that will be better. Just like as the saying goes, before you give people fish all the time, teach them how to catch fish.
Phanmaggi botaje koto kembe scholarship trust fund bembulu nka dinnewulu pour ka londo sabatindo yiruwandi men yalon ko la resultol beteata adu university soto Phanmaggi ka bulodu la alfal koto ke la sanji follow joy university to o fanamo Phanmaggi la lodla do.
Phanmaggi is also spreading their tentacles in the side of the education. They are helping people who they have very good results, but they cannot continue with their education because of financial problems. So Phanmaggi also is helping those needy students.
Na social services fanan na dama pour ka nyoma koy ni membe kole akuo kono membe deto kono ka denke ma koy o fanamu fennet bari na molka sasa janne nke sika ke samba jaro lola kambulodu ko kata jaro lola ning alaman na ke simati fanan ke fasa ke samana yana bade na sata hoto jang.
Phanmaggi also help the community in terms of like people who are not financially strong, especially when they are sick, to help them with their medical bills and help them to the extent that they are able to get the medical care and are able to function well again.
Phanmaggi dabe nyim fanando ni alandarol nata o tiñarolu membe ko safanyoto jiboro tiñaru fewlu alandar tiñarolu Phanmaggi ka balafa hanka be ka nemo futandima kamol ma koy pour nyin kamala ko isi fan soto no nyamen Phanmaggi ka bulo fanan kono.
One of the help Phanmaggi is doing also is the natural disaster. When those things happen, Phanmaggi also don't sit and fold their hand. They always come in to help people or the victim of those natural disasters.
Phanmaggi manda wala fangol damala temo ka nyo kalamtandi londu kutol la ka nyo kalande balunyal la ka nyo kalamtandi yamar kendol la wato o ben konole adu o ben bulle mbo kan wato watla nyin covid la tambo fanga nyo ma koy bakale ka nyo yamari o sindi nyoma ni yamar kendo moy damen to yana ya sindi ma pour ka je ko mbe ko yamar mutalat so now taram nyo moyo o be bambandin tema bakale.
Phanmaggi also embark on like educating each other, provide educations. Like as an example, that COVID pandemic that just happened, Phanmaggi was able to provide certain stuff for people, teach them how to able to save themselves and save the community. So they are embarking on all that. So their project is like everywhere. That whatever the society can help to develop the society, they make sure that they embark on that.
Phanmaggi bulobe yelling hankabi nyalbe yelling singolbe yelling kateria de da nimol tema ning partnership building pour ning kamala ko tol la demaro kana tara tol be solar demaro sifa belal. Imagine ning EWB kol bulobe nyobulu jang perin 2019 woni santema ñing ka die sango sang fane volunteer kinang ni tara do ko la nyokan adu wobe kuleti me alon ko be sabatering ada be continuer.
Phanmaggi believe in also partnership. So all these things they are doing, they want to partner with people. Example of that is EWB. They have EWB who are very, very supportive of them, who almost every year, they always send people to come and see for themselves what Phanmaggi and the help that EWB is providing for them is they cannot overemphasize.
Nta be fonola barbitum barin damate barin doku nyolu be janne njoku sise be janne o fanansi kumandim fayno kumolu kan nta menu tukoma waranga men mammen fo bake asinyam basnole di amla dol fanam bina sot lawol fanan konol.
He said he cannot say it all, but there are other people here also who can come and tell us what Phanmaggi is really doing for the community.
Assalamu alaikum jama'amul be mbemo be kondon na kilimo kili tola ni kondon seku e memfo nko hanna ma bambare kumo sembo awo be fola
what Seku just enumerated to us, even if it is not the whole thing, but he has said a lot about what we are doing.
Sansang nying ntolie kene kensol soto nga sansang barwotumo manjie soto noje.
He said, when you look at this garden, at the start, they just have the garden, they have the fence, but water is a big thing that they did not have.
Ala natan de ma EWB nata wol natan ma ko nga je soto noje fo nga fenlu ke noje fo fenlu beta nyama alhamdulillah.
So with the help of God, EWB came into assistance. They came and provide the water for us, and that's what the community is benefiting from right now.
So ye boholo sing o boholo nying akain sansang supply akasansang fulenjang fanan supply membe jana.
They dig a borehole, which is supplying this garden and also another garden behind the forest.
Wona take na soto bulo la yirwa bunda doti bare coronal na kalero do mandim fanan keje.
So that helped for the community to earn something. But because of the pandemic of corona, things that sets a little bit the community back a little bit.
Because na ke follow wotumo corona man na mbesiri njamendo ten ne kakumba menka juruma jankate wakati nsa volungula ka sudi atono because wotumo jambe keta kakumbate.
He said before the corona pandemic, the cucumbers, when they harvest it here, they have a lot of tons of, like by this time, you can see a lot of tons of cucumbers around this end here before the pandemic. We have buyers from Senegal who comes here and buy this product from them. So anytime there means the community is getting something from the garden. And that was a big development for the community that very year. People have good living. People were able to take care of their school needs.
But
since Corona came, that's brought a big setback for the market.
Because I tell you, many yesamba womanna.
And at that time, the things that they bought, those people bought, they went and they did not come back again.
So
so the things that is left, they could not keep it anywhere. There is no market for it.
So we'll be another thing.
So all those things, all those last harvest get spoiled.
No, the funding chol membe jang kan wol fanen jema mana wol be kili fan su rangol soto jang atina wol fanen da kil kan tango ka be sin na ko la ka.
And if you see, we have a lot of youths who are involved in the development of the garden. But now, and it makes them even not to go anywhere, but to stay here to do their garden. But nowadays, they cannot do it because of all that problem, market problem.
So be makoro nyina fanna bela
So they are looking for help from all corners,
bedi londo
from education,
kodo
money,
miraro fengo feng
anything that can develop the society. They are still appealing to everybody, whoever can help them, come to their aid.
so munna miralu balet
That is one of their objectives, if that can be fulfilled.
niaji be kafo nyimfon
He said, if you look at the society itself,
a starta nyameng
how it started,
nanaka wati jannen wo metal
that was long time ago.
nanaka keba dole soto ja sasata
We have somebody who got sick.
atamanding soto
That person did not have children,
so nata kafu nyoma
so the society came together,
kanda mari atra tie fila binde
and that person has already grew his farm.
janna ka so sasaya muta
Before the harvest time, the person got sick,
kafo nyin nata wala nyama
and this is how the society came into being.
so mol nate kandinyo la nata wala o tio so
people call each other to come together and help that particular person,
ngal tio busa nga wafi
and they have harvested the farm and they sell it for the person.
so ala nata de ma man na fa bara kende ata bara
So
ala fifen fona man na kasara
With the help of God, the person did not die, but also the produce that they have from the farm, they sell it and give the money to the person.
so ke bal nata je ko nyi manya na dan na nyin nyende en kala fennet menya nda continuel
So the elders in the community now decided that, hey, we should not stop here. Let's make this as a society and move on.
so nata na farate ok
And this is how they started developing rice fields.
so nga o farate o sango nga mano do mo le fomani
The year they started developing the rice field, they have rice until the following year. They still eating their produce.
so wodunna ta continue fomme sanji sabanani lulsi
And that has been continued for 3-4 years.
bar tinyar fengol lel se wol ni wula kon fengol
But
lel
because
nata
of the animals in the bush, also there is no proper safeguarding the place. Most of the land become destroyed.
so ani je fanana manko
And
nata
also because of lack of water.
so
Because they depend on the rainy season.
so biro
When there is not much rainy season, the products did not produce much of this.
so biro keta nata na nyi mira ko woto alinga nako deda
So now after that they said, now let's start and build gardening now.
wala keta Phanmaggi la ndaka
And
folon
this is what Phanmaggi, the first garden of Phanmaggi came into being.
o nako le fong tola ta Phanmaggi la
And that very garden was named after Phanmaggi.
biringo nako deda ngabang
After they built the garden,
ay mentara nyaton kala ke bal kono
the person who was the leader at that time,
wala mfasent
his name is Faseni.
atanala molu fa malki nyolu mfa nyolu kata
And his
Fa
committee
Bugalu
members
Faseni.
like Fajanko, Famaliki, and others,
so biringa nako deda ngabang
after they've already built the garden,
ke banyin na ko nako nyimfele ke banyin ko alenyin nako tollo ne bang
and the leader at that time asked them, do you know the name of this garden?
e kay hani
And nobody was able to answer the question.
akoy jannem Phanmaggi
And the person said, this is Phanmaggi.
nimmen ni la waro botna sata o kono
Anybody who is arrogant from the village,
ni futa sansan dar
if you come right here,
e sila waro de woto
you make sure you put your arrogance at the back of that fence.
enim Phanmaggi dun
And
so
you come
na ko
with
kon
humility, go into the garden.
so nyine fonko nyin tola
In
Phanmaggi
essence, the meaning of Phanmaggi means to become humble.
ritol nata jambi man na ji ko fanan kalamuta ko rek
Since EWB came here, water problem become history.
so min defana mbello le jang si do fu kantu ni wonte jam fata mo
So
kilinta
he
be
too
fo
said he
non
can end here, but they are saying thank you guys for the job well done.
so mbe forestry kol kondo na ni jam EWB le mol mbafle ya baraka bake
He's still saying thank you and thank you to the people of Forest who are providing us with these trees and all that material for the forest.
Allah baraka bak.
Mbali nala be kontona atwalna kontona.
He's saying he's sending greeting to everybody. He said if we want to dwell more on these things, we are just going to repeat ourselves because already the history is known from the previous speakers. Because what he said about how the garden was constructed, unless they tell us, but nobody can tell them because they are the founder of it. The work they did here was too much to come to this point, right? He said, thank to God, many people benefited from the garden. He said he cannot say much because the previous speakers have said it all. And it is too hot right now. He said he's thanking EWB for the job well done. And he's also extending his greeting to the journalist, Kerr Fatou. And he's saying thank you and greetings to you. He said the compost chamber that we have down there, this one also was from the help of the EWB. But the way how it is right now, people have benefited a lot from it. So if by God willing, their objective and their goal is to make it from here to make it more productive. He said because now the manure that the product of this compost chamber is the benefits of it cannot be overemphasized. So this is what he wanted to tell you guys. Thank you. Sister said he's greeting to everybody. He's saying hi to you guys, the people of EWB. And the greetings to diaspora. And greetings to everybody in the community. He said the previous speakers have said it all. Since the beginning of the project up to now, meaning if the team go, another team followed. The way the ancestors gave it to us and the way it is right now. Since the beginning of this Kabilo, and that is Phanmaggi Kafoo, men are doing wonderful. Their goal is how to make the community developed and how can we move on from the stage we are to the higher heights. What the previous speaker said, like from the rice field to the first garden to the second and to this one,
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
The only thing we can say is thank to God. Up to the now that we are enjoying the benefits of these projects, the EWB and us, the partnership between the community and EWB, for all the efforts that EWB did until we have this water project here in these two gardens. Since we start the work, this is the third year since EWB came
bari ngamuna fanga men sota kono
our help. And all the benefits that we get from this,
ayna dinnol la lonki sone andimbulle
we were able to help with our students
ayla uniform ko sone andimbulu
with their school materials,
ayla karambun jol sone andimbulo kono
school fees.
O kammala
That alone,
fonin tole ala tanto nga ninna do ko nyol tanto
we cannot say anything but to thank EWB.
bar hani bi dan na kewle ko mobe ban bar tol fanande hani bi be solar de banoral de han kabi de maro.
He said what the previous speaker said.
Dato
The ladies are saying that they are also need some help
fannal
in all areas.
ngalon ko katol be ketale katol be yata fana.
And they know that there is still people much efforts were done,
barim be hammering komen aytanya to han kabi
but still they are still in need of some help.
naka do ko aka membondi musolo kan tol yalon
These benefits that the women are getting from this garden, they know it.
akan na futu bungul fanga de da bakel
And he even helped in our domestic issues.
aka nyomo yo soni andin na futu bun cewul fanambul
And it also, the benefits not only stop to the women,
Nka
but
kolea
it goes to their spouses too.
nka kolea ko do mute bulu bungo kono nka atopoto nai na ko dol lale.
You can see sometimes there are some difficulties the family might experiencing, but because of this garden, the ladies were able to help to alleviate that hardship.
Kukilin fole afadan ben na firu dula.
One of the problem is the marketing. Marketing is the biggest problem for this. And also, if they can have a place where they can have a storage. So that when there is a weekly market that is happening all over the country, they can be able to transport those materials there, so they can be able to keep those to be good until those weekly markets. That also will be helpful to them. If they went to the market and the products are not finished, sometimes you may go to that weekly market, but there is no way you can be able to sell all your produce there. But if they are not finished, when they come back, they can have a storage where they can keep those produce down there. So you will see that most of them, most of the produce will not be spoiled. The ladies in Gambia or the women in the Gambia are ready to work, especially people in Saba. If you ask any community, the first community they will point their finger to will be Saba. So they are always engaging both rainy season and the dry season time. It's like, for example, when they have enough rainfall, none of the men will buy rice. Because the produce they have from the rice field, they will eat it till the following. Then immediately that is done, they will start the vegetable garden. And instead of buying from the people, you can just go to your garden and get your stuff, your vegetables, or anything that you need. You can get it from the garden and cook your food without even going out to buy from people. But nowadays, rainy season doesn't come as expected. That's why they are still looking for help. If they can get help from anywhere, that's going to be helpful to them. All right.
ay ngani ngote karfula ngani ngobetela ako konko ebo fengo bebo no alala mansayato konko bota feto bota molnata anjata o sen ay aliyata o terangate kombawai sen suso terangtale ay muna bankwata kido bola saya monoti antoye muna kumodi nyanjo kusisela teranta yo bismillahirrahmanirrahim alhamdulillah tento be alai alhamdulillah tento be alai man so me sound banko da nka yimen be fote wol be banko duma nyim Phanmaggi la tewni sante mala na ko ni sante ma ay sangitan sabo ban ay tan sangitan sabo ban men wuluta kono wol be ni di wol lembi ni ma mari wol alhamdulillah fo ala yake yirwa keta fo ala yake nyin sansan fanan natalo tubabol nata ikoe wonyi sansangota wo sansangombe wala kono bi ana afara sumba alhamdulillah tento e mansobe alhamdulillah so bi nimbe nata wo sansang kono ntele mu nyato nkoti kati bi mfulanta jande bari yeyoti ko ngabula ngadiyam wo diamo nata ala man sato nata wala ala man sola yirwani teben kambe wala jata kende be ala bulu sima be ala bulu ala mal talla mbe ke simati ala mala en so jata kende ani harge firngola nyoko men be kulo kono ala me bodaje kayrala ni botaje ala kenay dum talal fanam menu tata mari masa fondin siro ala mane magile kam ye dajan dam talama talla soni andi nyin kafo meta lori mo do be jang ha alhamdulillah tento balay ngali tentu ngali jayi na lao sate mo manelan kamwo ngali be tentu ngali jayi simani jata kende alama yi silo alama situroni tanko kelage anin jata kende ya menu fanan nata isenya bala bulu alama tala be sonia na menu fanan be fonyo kono alala manse ato bi alhamdulillah alama kaira kelege ibe mo mengini na kaira malama le odila sieni jata kende ya ila do ko dem be do ko lan tafa be fasale no majang bar mabo dula anin firi dula ha wode o embatandi anin giyo ko serun ni ajal manjan tara jamba kerari serun gi ko embatandi alhamdulillah yo ji ko nyin corona ko corona wala o ji ko sabu ala masiat bari majan na mol nata ala masiato ndo ma nyon nata ala bo be bodal silam mbal tentula mbal jayila sima jata kende harge firnga be mansobul alama leo ken tema kila horomoto.
I would like to thank all my previous speakers for the kind words about our friendship with Phanmaggi and our partnership. It's very important to us at EWB. Well, what is EWB? It's short for Engineers Without Borders. We are a student organization from Germany, and we strive to partner up with local organizations such as Phanmaggi to implement engineering solutions that better the quality of people's lives.
All right, ako tol Kafoo leti me alon ko Kafoo tol ni Engineer Without Borders company alon ko itol man don laso bari tol fanan ka Kafoo le nyini men alon ko ni be bulodu na nyobul pour si ma ko ro keno nyame so o nyin kade fanan itol fanan ko ndana ku bare ni Phanmaggi na te bulodu nyobul itol même feleteng itol mu karam do dindingol le itol la karam nyete ko la mu nyinte ka do ko ke men satin na ko mol be sulari men la itol so do ko keno nyaadi itol ko wolel kara comme ñi machine joran comme itol be men ye men si va ke jante itol la karam be dirin wala so wala ya tinne itol man itol fanan na ta jang pour kana ye men karam is now samanan jang ya yentul ma ko londo fanan.
Our partnership with Phanmaggi started in 2018. That's when our first team came here. And I think it only has grown stronger over time with each subsequent trip that we've been able to make here.
ako to lim Phanmaggi le bulo du nyobal asia sanji nani command 2018 la ma that is ako bari ye men cross ko kono sango sanga ko nyin aka kafle bari mol beje min yalon ko mobe lafta sai ibe dadu ko nyin ko so ko nyin ka yuruwale itu lakka fo nim Phanmaggi la bulo dum nyobulo bila that.
Together with Phanmaggi, we have already successfully built the fertilizer basin and also the water system, both of which you have already heard about.
Ako bilin Phanmaggi iblo du nyobulu ko me alon ko yaade da jang wala mu nyi fertilizer nyi jambandi fonko ten ani nyi jeme yalon ko mobe ba ak mo fokante.
And we're already exploring the possibilities of doing future projects together with Phanmaggi that will also help to better, the situation here and improve the gardens. Yeah.
Akola ila hamen comment amanya amanta dan na nyin jambando ni bari ila fita ku jamala kala. So besu do adrong comme hamen comment ala e o ken. Ako bari
We very much enjoy working together with Phanmaggi, and we also really like the hospitality and the friendship of the people of Saba, which is something that we very much like to maintain.
Ako kontanda bak alla kola alke bunya nyame alke hadama Allah hadama iko kontanta bak ako dung hamen ko mu neto ko konye continue akana dansa ay kay kuti mestano nyap.
And as has already been said, COVID has also been problematic for us at EWB. So it's good that now we are finally able to actually come back here and to do these trips and visit the people here. It is very important to us, and I think it's good to be back.
Ako komem beya funyame nyin COVID kol menikita ako ina so samane tul fanana karola bakel ako bari sainten ko fila datita so tul fanan kontan da bak ina ta jang ina le nyoje adun kula mu meyalon ko abe kala tenten talent.
Okay. Thank you.
Ako ba fulali al nimbar.
Assalamu alaikum. Be kondondro fulala nala lela.
He said he's greeting everybody, and the first and foremost is gonna greet you guys and the people from Kerr Fatou.
Kuma fulanyango na kabila tio memu alai sijeri nga kondong.
And the next person the greeting will go is our Kabilo head, who is Alaji Sise.
Kuma sabanya wonu mu committee melbe nago kono nyebe kondong nyejayi.
And the next people that he is gonna greet is the people, the committee members of this garden.
Ndoro fo kontano de.
They don't have anything to say but to be very thankful to you guys. He said he's not going to say much, but he's going to focus on one thing. He said he's gonna focus his speech on the youths and the elders in the community. He's giving advice to the youths that just gathering here alone, we have to get up and make an effort to work. And he said we have to gather together, make some discussions, and also to get up and walk. That's the only way we can develop. If there is no gathering, there is lack of communication, it always makes some setback to the development. He said the people from EWB, they have done a lot and they are still doing a lot. So the only thing we can do is just to say thank you. He said your effort, we cannot enumerate them. They are so huge for us. Maybe it might be small for you guys, but it's a big thing for us here.
Kumo sabanja muskilia sen kanja wal musiyan jambari na ko yin abe lori musol ni chol be ngana kata ko chawdal fongla ma ko ramu.
He said the garden, if you look at it, it is for both men and women, but mostly it helps men more than, because the ladies, anything they have, they always help the men. So kudos to the ladies.
Bawo ya ye tanku do be kala fenne ka bodu la tom salve kage hawjol kunna dinu la loki ani la kuje baba abe ka bana goldo.
He said, if you see there are some families, there is settlement in there, it's because of the benefits they get from this garden. Because if you don't have anything in your house, you are thinking about how to feed your people, you are thinking about the kids' school fees, and there is nothing, there will be no stability in the house.
Ali sakere in tol chawlu.
Garden help us to settle all that.
Kana na ko bula musolo bulu.
So he's advising the men, do not leave the garden with the ladies alone. Let the men also involve more than before to make the project.
Kana na ko bula musolo bulu.
Let us not leave the garden with the ladies alone.
Karu ni akolo sa musolo be ma ko ro me da bi ka chawle ba ko yi.
If you see all the help the ladies are doing, they are helping the men.
Musuman yan na fengela chawle yan ta be kala tu ba itla sindi.
He said women should not do anything. Women are the one, men are the one who should be doing the most part of the job, and the ladies enjoy. But it is vice versa.
Kumalo lo suria kamala be kumo bela yang karus lo kandita lundangolo be yang tlo kanda bagi san tan kin nakatama ala baraka na ala be ala baraka ha alma be yima futa kila hormodo
alla naje la naja ngakumata bakela.
He said your coming here is really appreciated.
La naja kumata ndol fana janke ma koy fenkol la ko mi like na ila in forest wala te
she said they are mostly focused on the forest because they are from the forestry department.
Nka yiro kulol dilale
And they give them the seeds.
Nka polybags wol dila.
And they give them the polybags, like where they grow the seedlings.
Anu jama fana nimbe fenko fana kala ninga ta plant na fana ka supply the whole.
And sometimes also they gave them seedlings to for the forest.
We are going to take the soil to put it inside the polybag. And use okay. Banko ko kan buso kona tenti banko. Sai mbade telal fai na kifenko balate. Ni ma ka pura kana fenko ne giro keje na fonyo so raka fenkela kana fonyo so. Buso nyimba fandira tep ngambulo tanga adiki fay jidu may fenk ni be yiro fenkela je kuy fo nyi kela je to pura kana na falinde ta kana fenk.
Compost Kemba, we are explaining. With the help of EWB, we are able to produce compost manure from this. We have already loaded it and it's matured for as a fertilizer, a substitute to fertilizer, because our aim is to really minimize the use of chemical fertilizer on the ground. Now we have harvested over 200 bags here of 50 kilos, which we are selling at a reduced price of $150. When you go to the Greater Banjul area, a 25 kilo would cost you the same price, $250. So we hope to harvest extra 300 bags from here. And we want, before rains, we will be able to load it again to be able to have another 700 bags for sale to the general public. So this is not only sold to the Phanmaggi members, but it's sold outside even Saba, within the other Kabilos or even other villages. Because at the moment we have a booking, you can see that pile. One guy in Salekenya ordered for 100 bags. So now the price, at some point we are going to compete with the price of the chemical fertilizer. But we are at the moment selling at 150 per 50 kilogram bag. And it has a very, very nutritious value for the crops, all kind of crops, both swamp and upland.
One of the most important things about the water system is, of course, to make sure that no water gets lost. And that's why we exchanged some of the parts, like valves and sealings, here during our time together with the maintenance team of Phanmaggi, to make sure that the system can operate for a long time. And this one here, now we made sure that it's sealed and no water is coming out. The key parts are sealing the valve, of course, and make sure that it's still working. Now we're done with that. We did that during the last few days together with Phanmaggi, and we're ready to close this up again, and we're sure it will work for a long time now. So for closing the part here, we have to make sure that the pipes don't get broken. So we first have to apply some of the sand, and then we can continue putting the soil afterwards. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Kabri mbota gadi no nata foreso to ala nyim foreso al nyabe minatendi kara fukoma ani nyaaro foreso nyim wartare akamdale ko nyim kafu kilingo Phanmaggi Kafoo to le nyim foreso fananlo badning jogo sise be loren aba flanye miya tinna sise kunda kabilo mi alon ko be saba Phanmaggi Kafoo Kafoo nyim puruka nyim foreso ta ka lojang mune hasabu nyim foreso alialo
ñin foreso nalo sababu kata mendi wala ntolla Badibou jang wulo bantale atin na yirol men biji sulol katare ka wo yirol jama bije sai ifiltale so na ni fore solo pour ka wo yiro dul men lafta fil ko dolu men bije ngol tankandi men man taraje sinyi ni ngeka kono pour ka wol tankandi ni mu kilnet wol kono ken ni ceno yo ni dom bunkungolti o fana mu dolati ni do fana mu cenol do mu wula kono du tolati ani cembo fana do atan to la jang so ni ne keten na hamoti pour ka ni fore so
kabra le ñu fore so commencé ale démarro soto le pour ka samba
ha nga démarro soto nu fenke bulu ladeb wol yemma koy nu wotumo be ninga men ke je drom be on ka afenke bar wol na tam ma koy fo nga be sansan so bir nga sansan na tan na ni yirol kanandino bitum ne forestry da du ñoo bloquer woldi wala na wate ne wolte maje muskilin fa ni muso fa mo kil ne de wol kono forest la mol kono men na tam mabe so we can supply yirol la we can supply mbusol la sa imbe kuif ko woldo pour ka mfansun no string ka yirol fi kol kol
ebe fengo fenke ka kolea ko ka tarajele mune malla kolea ko di bari sako fore so fon pour ka lo ka ke problème baleti mune malla kolea ko ti albe mel takikan kolea ko mimbe ye komando num dimbala keten na kolea ko bar sayin dimbala fanna ani mola yiro kundo warsa wo fanna nin kumun tankata o mar bar say beyangol wolu kambatani wala na bandala ni jejibe nga waya keje so waya jamma fon karol waya min biye wol kototal so laftayna pour nga waya so kotake kawolu jose pour bien kana du no pour ngay yiro no même laftay men kel no sri ni wol tutu wol fanan si tankano ba keno dol bok nyaato jana won ken se mal laftal kawol be fi le fa baraka ba ala barka bay kabrim bota forest ro nyim fana mo gadin dolti mi alon ko nyen kafu kili ngole tam mi alon ko ebe saba janne mi alon ko ka kumandi Phanmaggi Kafoo la ber nyimu gadin dolti mi alon ko do ko man trake kan jan science tenting bitum ni be kacala le munya tinna nyen gadin o man tra do ko kan ebe nyen do ko kendol be mi alon ko wa ke kan na ito fo mo le fo
yo abaraka bake ndo musisen jambalati
munatina nyen gadin o warta ten andum kenol bi jele bari doko man take kanja munatina
me atina kadino tarta ten saenten atata en palaso to ten fision man taraje nge do kule de nyin nimbe jan do kula ka tara nga sama bandron ngela kuifo bo nsa tutu janni ba fala ko nyama kero be banna dulal ton kad muna fa so bar ni nyama kero banda dulal to rombo ga mane jino be kawul bul nsindingol tinyande janne yembatu jangata kon ton tabi ngamurna ngata baro nyawa nyambo kanin sol manejino wala katina sanka tara ateda abukata no nya denumbe sama la kono lo kombe nyindo kono nyame ha nyine munna birim bota nyim Phanmaggi sansan ba kono yiro yembay nata janneto birim mankun jang nata endulanto bar jang kay nyindo e fenso men soto ata fanam mole soto wala atina say atara fision man taraji o munna bata ko dolati
le solar mun démarre si fal jang pour que falbe la frene ka jan do ko infa
jang la vitale ka yunu be do ko kar nungu ma kam dan dol fele ko men keno man si han sae barna taranga démarre soto yemma ko ka en sansan be fensi nyen ne la me yalon ko kat jannin sol fanga jarnte yata ni wayal men fanga be jeyege tan ol fanga kori lale mele tinyaro nin ko mum ma bare no hale bin dol manda hambe do ko la barin ka tinya wulo ko no kan daro fanan nale mbuka kutute ma wala ya dina jambe be sorana mi fenso la bakele ka na ko sansa ngatara je tilkan ni sama be la fere wala bakele me yo de maro mbo nyin kan
ala barka bake mbaɗigol ga ñine sotale bi of course Badibou Saba kono ngal tentukal je bake momoɓe Kerr Fatou juuɓe kan ɗum en Badibou Saba bin nara nu janne pour ka jibe ila gadino mi yalon ko wali be bulu min keta Phanmaggi Kafoo gadino ti mi yalon ko le bijang musolbe doku kende balal nyaabe do ko la mi yalon ko yake bari fana ye bulo dum itol ning tuwabol mi yalon ko butanam fo jaman banko kam mi yalon ko ke commandi engineers without borders ntata je nga gadino nyi jube bari ngela foreso fana jele be la foreso yirwandi kanne be yirol tutu kam mi yalon ko be filikan gambia banko kan jang bari be sirin gadino min to tenteng al nyaabe wala tenteng e lafta do ko kela jam fana bari fen sole kete la problem moti bari ka nyamol le yus jam pour ka fen so ke bari kam tele ko nyi nyamol babal ke mutale andum beangol kela firi fengol wala ila fi fengol mi yalon ko ka wala ke jang ka tinya woto ngam mulu be tenduke je baake mi yalon ko be Kerr Fatou no makannon bi Badibou Saba kono duto dum mota Badibou le malam fo kiyankol duto mota jele fama moje ala barka baake Allah badi malem non te buba gaji go anina cameraman Charles Elvis Ngom ala barka
domoro akata Kutubung Daala adi ñu Kutubung Daala nali amay kanyela wala ñu Kutubung Daala wala ka kanyela wala bambandi kan dum kanyela na ko no man fa ka bambang ye Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balodula aye Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balu kae ni be tabiro kela e ba kela Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balu akai ni be tabiro kela e ba kela Kutubung Daala dimbali bela balu dula baluwo sonen diadula wala mu Kutubung Daala ti nin Kutubung Daala an kolle be wala biyo dimbali be la balo Kutubung Daala dimbali be la balo ila Kutubung Daala cosandol din ada kol be ka ca wala to
Agada.
Mbijan aganya.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyenje.
Okay. What's that? Nsila ID soto.
Ah, sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariya.
Ah,
mbare mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Ah, jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbare ya bere. Ha. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe ko.
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam.
Ha?
Ha. Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nko kodo kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi man domorol dir fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Ha e wo moyo diat ha.
Apelenta
baraka. Ni mo lafta nyelen kendol e bina.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Baraka.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating a world without borders, filled with unlimited potential to improve the lives of the people around us. Innovarex Global Health ushers in a new way of leveling the playing field with increased access to quality healthcare services delivered at your doorstep. Our qualified professionals are equipped with state-of-the-art point-of-care testing technology to conduct tests such as kidney function, liver function, electrolyte tests, body composition, hemoglobin, A1C, and many more services with the highest efficiency in delivering results. The addition to our flagship Wellness on Wheels, more fondly known as WOW Delivery Service, brings the entire clinical experience full circle. IGH has remained committed to creating the future of healthcare delivery. Gone are the days of sending loved ones outside the country for basic medical services. Innovarex Global Health offers a new peace of mind and takes pride in delivering the quality of care we all deserve.